Thank you so much, Ruben, for that kind introduction. And there's something about Latino events that you have to stick around. I mean, we all get excited and everything, but yes, obviously I'm California's 47th Lieutenant Governor, and I'm having a great time in that job, and I hope to keep it for 4 more years. And all I can say is thank you for your support that you've all given me, the Latin Business Association, you, Ruben, and a lot of friends that are here. Damon is still here. Damon, thank you for putting your name on the line to run for statewide office. Believe me, I know what it is to put your name on the line and to go out there and to tell the people what you're going to do. And Damon, you'd be a great Secretary of State. Thank you for all that you've done. You know, Ruben talked about I like to stick around the room. When I did the 60th of September parade in East Los Angeles, I walked the whole parade. And I walked the whole parade going from side to side, shaking everybody's hands. And you know what it is? It's that I'll never forget where I come from, Ruben. And I was born in a small little ranch to 2 migrant field workers who came here looking for a better life in this great country that's called California, the United States of America. And my dad would say to anybody, that humble man, that what he didn't have in wealth, he made it up with his values. The values that are in the heart of the Hispanic community: honor, dignity, and the respect for hard work. And all I can say is that as I continue to travel this state, people obviously are looking for leaders to get up there and do what's right. Do what's right for California. You see, I'm a family man first. I'm a Californian second. And third, we can talk about party. It's not important right now. We got to grow California's economy first. And that's why I'm so proud of what the work of the Latin Business Association that's been focused on growing small family businesses. You know, there's 700,000 small family businesses in California. 220,000 just in LA County are Latino businesses. If they would all hire one person, we'd lose 1/3 of the unemployment rate that we have, and we would be on our way. So I've made it a mission to work hard to make sure that the economic stability of our state and the employment of our workforce is one that has a job. I'll just close with this. I've been in the office for 5 months, and in 5 months, I've signed 4 pieces of legislation. I've signed 2 executive orders, and I can tell you that I feel that we're on our way. I signed a piece of legislation in the city of Bell, and the vice mayor just told me, you know, here in Downey you're okay because we do things right, and I'm happy to be here. But I also signed another piece of legislation that was very, very important, and that was for putting $2 billion in the classroom for education. You see, us as Hispanics and as the Latin Business Association focuses on small family businesses, the other component is education. We need to have a good education for our community. Because as Damon would say if he was speaking, it was his way and it was my way up and it was our way out. It is what we need. And I must tell you that as we continue to work in Sacramento, it is something that I'll focus on. I'm a member of the board of CSU, and I'm also a regent of the University of California. And as I looked today, I was in the inner city of Los Angeles, and I went to a charter school. And I looked at some of these kids' eyes, 98% Latino. It was amazing. And as I looked in these kids' eyes, I asked them, why a charter school, kids? And there were some parents that were there, Latinos, didn't want to talk, because we as Latinos sometimes are timid, nos da pena. Somos humildes y no queremos platicar. And I said, come forward, tell me why you have your kids here. And they said, we're here because this is a school that is accountable to the community and accountable to the children. And I didn't realize, but I walked into this classroom where there was about 25 students, 95% Latinos, working on Algebra 2, getting ready to go to UC and CSU. It's beautiful. And those are the things that we need to put light on as we move forward. And those are the things that I've been putting a light on as your Lieutenant Governor. In closing, I just want to say this. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo. Thank you for the support. There's 3 things that guide me. And I told the kids today at this charter school. Obviously, one kid said, what's been the recipe, Lieutenant Governor? I said, my recipe's been pretty simple. You set a goal, you focus, and you work hard. And there's very few things that you can't accomplish if you do those 3 things. But the 3 things that I take in my heart every day is that I'll never forget where I come from. I will never forget those hard days where I grew up and where I come from. And I'll never forget who put me in office. And last but not least, I never forget whose money government spends. It's not the politicians' money, it's the people's money. So thank you very much for coming out today. We've got 30 days, and if there's a message I want to leave to the Hispanic community and the Latin Business Association, is that we need to get the Hispanic community to get out and vote. And I'll be honest with you, Ruben, I don't care who they vote for. I really don't. Have to vote. You have to vote. Because if you want to march, I mean, it's okay to march and have 500,000 people march in downtown Los Angeles, which is great. I say let's get 500,000 people and march to the polls on November the 2nd, because then our voices will be heard here in California.